Hey everyone, Jim T with RCGroups.com bringing you the December RC News of the Week. It is 12/15/2025, and this is all the RC news fit to print or watch in this case. I'm going to show you some videos, some new planes, some interviews, and things like that. I'm also wearing, I believe this is my second oldest hat, real hat that I've ever owned. It was hanging on the wall, and I thought, I wonder if that thing will fit. So many things have happened in this hat that I could do 89 more podcasts just talking about that. But let's jump out of that and let's jump into the RC news. We're going to start out with an interview. High-tech vintage RC is back. I have a theory that at some point there will be a revolution where people will fly glow airplanes and they'll start finding antique things that you and I used to use, transmitters that people sold for nothing or gave away, and everyone will think this is cool and retro. And that's exactly what this interview is about. Mike sat down with Team Associated Vintage, or at the Team Associated Vintage Championships, with longtime racer Jason Ashton and the Iron Man of the event. And he talks about returning to AC after a long break. And well, let's just listen.
Hey guys, we're here on main day at the Team Associated Vintage Championships. I've got Jason Ashton with me. Jason, you seem like you're the Iron Man of the event. I've seen you in I don't know how many categories, and you're kicking butt in all of them.
Thank you. We're definitely trying. I'm in 5 classes, which I don't know if that makes me smart for having more track time than anybody, or dumb for having to glue more tires than anybody.
So this is a pretty interesting interview. If you're into that kind of thing, go check it out. Hey to everyone at High Tech. Happy holidays to everyone at High Tech. I want to share this. I don't know if anybody remembers, but in the RC news, this is back about pandemic time. I was really hounding Horizon for a GB. And this is getting there. This is almost as big as what I was looking for. I was looking for a big foam GB, and this is the next step in the evolution. We're going to take a look at the video, so hang with me here while we jump in. So let's look at the intro, some of the history on that. Bind and fly, plug and play, smart tech, so it'll be easy to fly, which with some airplanes that's not that important. With the GB it is, especially for landing. Durable precision, easy assembly. Let's get on down. The wingspan is 39.7 inches, so that's pretty big. Bind and fly, and I swore I had a video in here. Oh, let's go here. I think this came out before there was a video, but I bet money there will be a video on this page. We will click right here and jump right in there. If this video is interesting, be sure and watch out for my short where I try to do the news as fast as possible. If not, just to see me attempt to talk quickly, which that's not what this video is. Here we go. Yeah, see, it's a GB from the golden age of flight era. Windswept and dangerous. E-flite. They not fetch well because they've got that huge body. This is at historic Eli Field. Maybe you've been there at an event. My wife and I drove up there one year. I've been there many times. Look at that landing. David Payne. Are you at the sticks? Greasing a GB is tricky. I'll stop there. I have a full article on this, as you can see, and you can go check it out. I don't know what it is about a GB. It's the pits and the GB. If you made me pick 2 favorites, that would be my 2 favorite planes in general. The pits, because I saw one when I was a kid, a full scale, and I was like, that's my kind of airplane. I spent some time with Mike, and I said, Mike, let's do 5 tips for 5-minute epoxy. And that is exactly what we did. And so when I say that, Mike will be like, give me an hour. And then I'll call him back in an hour or video him back in an hour. and he'll have everything ready. And we'll take a little dip into this video, not too much. Hey everyone, Jim T. Graham with RC Groups. We are back with the Zap Glue tip. We are deep in the office space of Zap Glue with Mike. Mike, what's happening?
Not too much, buddy. Everything we're here working with some glue. We've got some 5-minute epoxy tips for you.
We have 5-minute epoxy tips for you, and this should help you even if you're an epoxy old pro. I bet there's one tip in here that you don't know about.
The old gurus of two-part epoxy, right?
Yes.
All right. First tip. I've got my 5-minute epoxy.
Well, I'm going to stop it right there. To get the tips, you need to go check out the article. Now, just because I always do it and I'm on a separate page, I can do it. All you have to do is go to RC Groups and click on the logo, RC Groups, and there'll be a circle, all RC. Click on that, and you'll see not only that, but some new stuff that has happened since I did the RC News, because I'm always producing new articles about new things like, and this is a teaser, it's a build thread tracker for Legend Hobby, because I'm working pretty closely with them on like really intricate build threads on their giant scale aircraft. And I thought we should have a way to track all these in one place. So that's there now. And then we have other things that aren't necessarily always listed. And I'm going to talk about holiday deals later in the week, so stay tuned for that. But let's get back to the RC News. Jetty, be sure and support them. I have a link here that goes out to, just take a look at it. All their certified dealers where you can buy Jetty, be supported by Jetty, and that good stuff. Now, Hobby King, I found this on the site, and I was like, I know this airplane existed, but this is a V2, and I don't know if you've ever... I'm sure you have. You've been at an event and then somebody puts up an internally lit airplane and only one thing can happen to you is you're like, how do I become the owner of a plane like this? It happens to me every time. And so now there's this airplane. Stuart, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all the season's greetings that apply to you, Stuart. Let's hit the go button.
Hello and welcome to Hobby King. My name is Stuart and I'm here to present to you a new release under our H-King brand. It's a V2 of a model that was very popular back in the day, and we seeing that the night was drawing in, at least now in this part of the hemisphere, we thought it was perfect time to bring back the Flybeam in the V2 iteration, and this is the Flybeam 2. Now I always like to give a little bit of historical context, and those of you
Nice outfit, Stuart, for real. I like it all.
You were around at the time of flying, at the time car shipped mine back maybe 10 years ago, maybe eight years ago.
We're going to jump forward. Let's take a look here.
They're orange even in bright daylight, so then when you go into lower light and you see the LED coming through, really pops. Also, what I want to point out whilst it's upside down, the color scheme itself, in terms of visual aids and orientation aids, the top is obviously different to the bottom here. Whilst I've got it here, you can see that there is a magnet.
Let's scroll. Let's see if there's any night stuff for us here. Here we go. There it is. It's just so cool, man. Even people not in the hobby, when they see something like this, they can't stop looking. They must love the plane in the air. I wonder if you can do tricky stuff with it, you know, make it pulsate and change colors and all that. I would think so. I'm sure, and I'll stop there, I'm sure that Stuart tells us that in this video. You can go check it out. Product information, instant reverse ESC, stable yet aerobatic. That's how I like to think of myself. And much more. Hey, look at that guy. So let's jump back. Hey to everyone at Hobby King. Hey to Stuart. Hey to Richard. Radio Master, new sponsor at RC Groups. Big fan of Radio Master, and I'm excited that we are working together. And this is my first feature article that I've written about them. Now, no, this is, I was thinking of something. Sometimes it's better for me not to say things I know. The Radio Master TX15 Max. Go over all the information. We have a full video. We have all the stuff. and you can check it out, learn about it, and, well, let's watch the video.
The future is here, one step ahead. Introducing the all-new TX15 series radio from Radiomaster. Powered by a next-generation H7 processor, the TX15 is our fastest radio ever, delivering lightning-fast response and ultra-smooth performance. With 4 gigabytes of internal flash memory and support for external micro SD cards, you'll have all the space you need for models, sounds, and themes. At the heart of the system is the Semtech LR1121 RF chip, ensuring rock-solid signal strength and reliability on either 2.4 GHz or 900 MHz. The 3.5-inch 262K high-visibility color touchscreen delivers vibrant colors with up to 600 nits of brightness, making it easy to read both indoors.
Hey, everyone. While we're filming, I want you to meet my son, Truman Graham. Come on in the picture, Truman. Hello. Look in the camera there. That's Truman Graham. I'm Jimmy Truman. He's Jackson Truman. And he's come to tell me something. I'm sure it's important. What's happening?
Where's Mom?
I don't know, but I'm sure you'll find her, and have a great day.
Okay.
Catch you later. Are you going to work or school?
I'm about to go to Home Depot. Do they have blinders there?
Yes. You might also go to Harbor Freight.
Okay.
All right. It's right next door. Hey, everyone. You got to meet my son in the RC News. That's a special bonus right there. I'm surprised he let me do that. All right. Moving on. Sorry. Moving on with the next piece of RC News, SMC batteries. You can find them in the battery section. They're always making great stuff. There's a huge thread on them about people talking about batteries, and it goes on and on. It's really amazing. I also have a new advertiser, Dean's. Now, if you're like me, old, you used Dean's back in the old days because, A, they were some of the best, if only, connectors you could get. And I learned from my mentor in the hobby, LA. LA was a tech at Hobby Lobby, not the craft store. Hobby Lobby, the RC store that no longer exists. But Dean's, when we were doing something high-powered that would make them pop when you plug them in together, it would always be Dean's because we trusted them. We knew they wouldn't melt, and they were the best you could get. And so I got on the phone and talked to Robin Deans at Dean's. And so we're working together not only to, just talk about Dean's in general, but to promote information that Dean's has. And so this is an article about simplify and add shortness. And it's just a little inside information on how to trim your wires and how to do it right and what correct lengths are. All the intel you need from the professionals over at Dean's. And I have a link to the site where you can also go buy connectors and learn more. I'm hopefully going to be having one of these come out once a month, and I'll work hard to do that. So be sure and read the article. I'll take a little snippet here. Add shortness. If you cut the length of your wire in half, you cut the resistance in half. It takes 3 wire gauge increase in size to cut the resistance in half. And so it's information like that. Stuff you need to know if you're dealing with electricity. So big thanks to Dean's for helping support the hobby for all this time, and also supporting RCGroups. CNHL is our new sponsor. Thank you, CNHL. They're having a Cyber Week sale now. Is it still active? Let's go check. Here's the article, and the link is right here. I'm starting to put links at the top now because my theory is you may just want to go there. So here is the Cyber Week sale. It is still rolling. Let's click on the main link and see what else is happening. Buy one and get second, 50% off is the newest deal. I think this came out today based on my emails. So you can go over there and check all that out. And once again, thank you for being the new sponsor. AMA Air has a new president. Now, the word on the street is that there is an interview coming. I don't have my hands on that yet, but I do have the AMA Air, which is a great little video podcast. I shouldn't use the word little. It's an expansive video podcast from the AMA that comes out, and they tell you all the cool stuff that's going on in the hobby and about AMA and things like that. So in this video, they're going to talk about election results and the PRG build contest and more. So go check them out. Tell everyone at the AMA that Jim T said hello. I have known so many good friends out of the AMA, or made so many good friends out of the AMA, and it's just good for the hobby. Official RC Groups shirts and stickers. Maybe you've heard of it. Maybe you haven't. That's why I'm still telling you about it. Some users were like, where can we get swag, bro? And I reached out, and let's just go to the site. So this will show you what B&E has. I reached out to B&E and said, look, we've worked together for decades. I bet it's been decades. It's definitely been a decade. It's probably been longer than that. I mean, maybe 2 decades. And so he was like, yes, I would love to be your guy. And so actually this is going to their homepage. So let's type in the search bar like you might have to do. RC Groups, although my main link should take you there. So here's the RC Groups stickers and the main sticker and then shirts. But they also have Flying Giants shirts as well if you're a Flying Giants member. So all kinds of stuff that you can get there and put on your plane and be taken care of by a fellow hobby member. I mean, not a hobby member, a fellow hobbyist, and also a member of RC Groups and Flying Giants. So here's a little more stuff. And here's a Flying Giant shirt. So yeah, it's all there. Very cool. All right. I also want to say that the news is sometimes not everything, because this all goes out in an email, and there's an email length before your email gets cut off. This is inside information that you may not care about. But I definitely have a limit to how many stories I can include. But we have a building prototype blended with wing aircraft that Jason did. We have a blog of the week, a scratch build of an AT6. What the heck Wednesday? You know what? You never know what you're going to get here. I think there's one more. Let's go look for the other one. And so my point is there are many other things to check out. Now, I didn't watch this one, so let's go watch it. And we'll end with this. This will be our last part of the RC News. Be sure to go to RC Groups. There'll be a link down below where all this stuff is always happening and always being updated, and you're learning more.
He's nervous on this one, I'm sure.
Oh, look at this. What a day.
This is his new baby. We're walking it out.
If it can't get up with this, then welcome back, everybody. Can we see that transmitter?
Well, of course.
Welcome back. Here we are. Check this puppy out. F4 Phantom.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop showing you, and we're gonna show what the people came for.
That thing's hot.
Dual turbines.
I guess stand next to it, they see your feet, so they can realize how big this.
I mean, look it.
Show them the flaps and everything.
So it has the front flaps and
It's got it all.
We got he's got brakes on this, retracts.
yeah, brakes on the wheels.
Yeah.
The reason I'm lingering here is he's so excited, and we all know what's going to happen, but he doesn't know yet.
The little
Wind's pretty mild.
Well, see, I don't have takeoff flaps. So that is an issue. I don't have takeoff flaps because they're hooked to the front brakes flaps.
Jared just replaced the receiver that was in.
Uh-oh, hold on. Oh, okay. I don't know how dramatic this is going to be or not.
Yeah.
I'm going to stand right there.
It's in the middle.
Let's see. Let's hope this goes well, okay?
Well, he said he didn't have takeoff flaps.
I broke a wing. I need takeoff flaps.
Is that the whole
Oh,
thing?
Trying, yeah.
somebody at the...
Oh, no. I've let everyone down. I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. All right. Next week, here's the deal. In the next news, I promise that I will have a crash so spectacular, I don't know what'll happen. Okay. Well, we tried. All right, everyone. I'm Jim T. Graham with rcgroups.com. Hoping you're having a great December. It is cold in here. That's all I've got to say. And I am excited today. I got to wear my second oldest hat in the house. And B, my son popped in. I was in the middle of this and I thought, I haven't told anyone this is happening. Anyone could walk in. And so that was awesome. Thanks all of you who watch the RC Groups, RC News. Be sure to hit like, subscribe. And if you watch the video all the way through, somehow YouTube thinks that the video should be shown to more people. So that's important. And I guess I'm always trying to figure out how to get more people to see the video, to get more coverage on all the stuff that we do. And that is it. All right. Have a great week. We'll see you next week. RC Groups.